Hi everyone, my name is Kaylee and this is my advocacy and action plan. So for a brief introduction, the organization I decided to partner with is called Penny's Play Place. This facility is the only one of its kind in our small town, and it offers diverse and inclusive play opportunities which fosters crucial early developmental experiences. Penny's Play Place's mission is to create a welcoming, inclusive play space where children of all backgrounds and abilities can explore, learn, and grow together. A place where children develop positive relationships and feel supported and encouraged to explore their diversity is the perfect spot to advocate for bridging achievement gaps, as this supplements the primary areas of need for learning and success. So my main goal is to pair children with new peers each week to foster diversity and inclusion within their personal relationships, creating opportunities for developmental success and support. So here's my timeline. For the first week, which was last week, the week of the 14th through the 20th, I started with pairing children with a new friend for games at the start of the week. Every day at week 1, they will play different games together and kind of get to know each other, and I was observing and gathering data in order to measure their emotional and social responses to these new partners. Week 2, which will be this week, I'm going to repair the groups with new friends so that they can experience new relationships and meet new people this week as well, and I will be observing and recording this data in the same fashion as the previous week. And finally, for next week, I will be analyzing the data I gathered to determine positive outcomes and areas of improvement, and then I will be able to formulate a reflection for the advocacy plan final and work on my future with the organization. Actionable items. So I will be implementing the rotating pair assignments. So at the start of each week, I'm pairing the children with new play partners to encourage diverse social interactions. I will be collecting and documenting observational data. So as I said previously, during the first 2 weeks, I will be observing the pairs I create and recording notes on their emotional responses, communication styles, and social engagement. And additionally, I will be conducting data review and reflection. So in week 3, this is where I will be analyzing my data and evaluating its effectiveness and where we will be able to support our children furthermore going forward. So for my data collection methods, the first method I chose to use was visual observation checklists. So during the week while I'm observing the children, I just made a quick checklist on my iPad where I started looking for key behaviors like sharing, eye contact, cooperation, their emotional expressions, and problem solving. And this I could just quickly check boxes and kind of see how the children are doing just on a basis. And then at the end of every day, I'm going to be utilizing emoji charts, which will measure emotional responses to the new partners and relationships, which allows the children to indicate how they felt after each play session using an emoji to create a feelings chart so they can express how they felt during the day with their new partners. So this is my data I collected so far from the week previously. This is my emoji chart that I have created. So in the first line, I will be writing the names of the pairs. And then in the second line, they will be able to pick their own emoji to describe the feelings and their emotions that they feel after the day. And then to get the rating out of 5, I was able to ask them kind of how they felt, if they were happy, how they felt their day went, and rate it out of 5. And if they said like, oh, it went pretty well, I would rate that around a 3. And if they said it went really well or they were really happy, I would rate it between a 4 and a 5 depending on how they were as I observed them. And then the additional notes was where I kind of marked just quick facts about how they were interacting, what went well, what was kind of a struggle, anything that will be helpful for me in my future analysis. So this is my results from week 1, and I will be conducting this again for week 2. For my monitoring methods, I will be using my additional notes section, which was the fourth column in my previous chart, which will allow me to note key features of the pairings each week and monitor my progress. For pairing names, I will keep track of the pairs that I've made, which will allow me to monitor which students have met already and which ones can share their personalities with someone new. And finally, weekly check-ins. So after each week, I will share my filled-in chart with my organization supervisor in order to ensure I am making good progress and staying focused on my goal. So for my current successes, I think I'm doing really well so far in understanding the emotional impact of my new pairs. The emoji chart is working really well so far. I'm doing well in fostering diverse experiences and relationships by creating these new pairs. And I'm doing well with communicating with my organization so that we can monitor success and create measurable outcomes of success. The main challenges that I'm having so far are working within this short time frame, because it'll be kind of difficult to understand the impact of this plan over time and how it betters bridging achievement gaps. And additionally, it's been hard to work with the children that are really shy and put them in new pairs, because it's not something that obviously makes them happy immediately. So breaking them out of their shells and allowing them to feel comfortable to interact with other people has been a challenge so far. In the next few weeks, I will continue to collect and analyze my data so I can measure the plan's success. I will work with my organization to ensure our youth feel supported in their individuality and have the opportunity to work with others from backgrounds different than their own. Thank you so much for listening and for your potential feedback, and I can't wait to see everyone's ideas for my improvement and see what everyone else is working on. Thank you.